Alright, so hi everybody. My name is Destiny. I want to probably say about 2 months ago, I did the Ancestry DNA on Ancestry.com. And just a little bit of background before I get into what I want to talk about. Basically, I was adopted 34 years ago on November 12th. And well, I was born on November 12th. I was adopted like maybe a year or so, or a little bit more than that after. But basically, I just wanted to talk a little bit about my experience with Ancestry, DNA. And it's real, people. It is totally, totally real. So basically, like I said, I was adopted, and I love my family. My adoptive family, which I don't call them that. They're my family, no matter what. My mom died recently, like about 6 years ago, and my grandma recently died, and my aunt died. I have one aunt left, and I have a lot of cousins and whatnot. But life is life. Things happen, and everybody just keep pushing and pushing and pushing, just try to get through what they can get through. So basically, like I said, sorry, that's my daughter. So basically, what I want to talk about is Ancestry DNA. So about 2 months ago, I did Ancestry DNA, or maybe a little over 2 months ago. And I didn't expect a lot out of it, because for years and years and years, I was wondering, like, who my real family were, if I had any brothers, sisters, siblings, anything, anybody out there, aunties, nieces, nephews, whatever it may or may not be. So basically, we're in the month of April now. So basically, about, I want to say almost 3 weeks ago, I got my results from Ancestry DNA. So with that being said, that same day, which was a Thursday evening, I was looking over the report, and I talked to my husband, and sorry, my daughter again. And I was talking to my husband, and we were going over the report, and we found out that I had a second cousin. And I know sometimes, like, the second cousin is not a second cousin. Sometimes they say second cousins can really be first cousins, and those first cousins can actually be your sister or your brother or anything like that. So I reached out to the young lady. When I reached out to her, I didn't expect a response right away. I didn't expect any kind of outcome, really. I wasn't trying to get my hopes up. Like I said, this has been 34 years in the making. God doesn't make a mistake. God put me with a family that I needed to be with, and they took care of me. They made sure I was clothed. They made sure I was fed. They made sure nothing ever happened to me. They always had my back, and I'm grateful, and I thank God for that. So get back into the story again. So basically, like I said, I got the results, talked to my husband, and I reached out to this young lady who was my second cousin on that Thursday night, mind you. So I did not hear from her. I can't remember if it was Friday, like the next day, Friday evening, or if it was early Saturday morning. I'm not even really sure. I can't remember. But all I know is on Saturday, definitely, I got another response from her stating, just asking me a little bits and pieces of information, that I was okay with giving her, just to see if we could figure out, what was what, like, if she was on my biological mom's side or if she was on my biological father's side. And sure enough, she was on my biological mom's side. So the little bit of information I gave her, she did her research. She asked her father. She asked a few other people. And come to find out, my mom was living right here where I live, in the same town, not too far from me. And also, we have mutual people that we know, or that we have came across or crossed paths with in our lives. But I don't think we've ever come across paths, or we've ever seen each other, because I don't remember. But other than that, like I said, people, Ancestry DNA is real. These results are real, okay? So basically, on that Saturday, I how can I put it? I met my mom for the first time on that Saturday, that afternoon, because it was such anxiety. It was such anxiousness of wanting to know who she is, who she was, why. I had a lot of whys. And those whys, bits and pieces are and will soon be answered. And just trying to take it slow right now. It's been approximately about 3 weeks now since I've met her, and I actually found out that I have a sister and I have a brother. Yay me. Woo! Because I always wondered that. I don't have any nieces or nephews right now at the time, or the time being, but hopefully in the near future. But I'm in a good place right now. That I needed this. This was for me. I was feeling empty for a long time, even before my mom died, which is my adopted mom. Like, even before she died, I was feeling empty. Like, she's the one that told me and gave me the information if I ever wanted to find out who my real biological mother was. My mom, my adopted mom, she never kept anything from me that I did not want to know or that I did not need to know. She still told me. She told me every bit of the information that I knew of to find my birth mother, and the bits and pieces that she did give me were enough for me to be led to my mom. So I don't want anybody to take it a different way or anything, because my mom was always supportive of me throughout the whole time I was growing up, even though she was very tough on me and she taught me right from wrong, and she was just being a mother. But other than that, this information definitely was enough to lead me right to my bio mom, and she seems amazing. I don't have any negativity, like animosity or ill content against her at all, because like I said, God put you in a place for a reason, people. Like, seriously. He put you in a place for a reason, and he's not going to give you more than you can bear. And he's definitely going to make sure that he sees it through with you and lead you in the right direction and in the right path. So, like I said, I grew up with the right family, but there was always something there. I always wanted to know. And my biggest thing was knowing if I had siblings. I honestly, for a point in my life, honestly could care less who my father or who my mother was. All I cared about was just getting through life and knowing whether or not I had sisters and brothers that I could have been there for. That was my only concern. But, now that I'm sort of kind of getting to know her, hanging out little bits here and there and whatnot, and all that good stuff. Like, I have a whole nother family, that I can get to know for the rest of my life. And it's a good thing. I am being cautious with some things. I'm being cautious with what I say, how much information I give out, because people take things and they twist it. People take things and they do whatever they want to do with it, and they say whatever they want to say, and, and this and that. But, I mean, I'm mentally and physically there enough where I feel like I could build a relationship with my bio mom. And this relationship has gone off with a bang. And just a little bit more information. So when my mom gave me up, I don't want to give too much. Sorry. But when my mom gave me up, it was for good reasons and good intentions. But the thing about it is she never wanted to give me up under those certain circumstances. She wanted to keep me because this is what was said. And I know that, times are rough and hard, and it was back in the 80s, and she was young, and what was done had to be done, and nobody could help her at the time. Nobody, was there for her, helping her, with her situation. And I was her firstborn, and 34 years later, I'm still her firstborn. I'm still her daughter, no matter what, whether I would have met her or not, just to put that out there, and I probably still would have been looking here and there, every now and again to try to find out if I could find out where they are, she is, whatever. And I have already. So I don't want anything or anybody to say anything negative on my page. Please don't. Subscribe, share, like, all that good stuff. If you want to hear more from me, just let me know. Send me a private message or leave your comments below. All right. And I'll give you some more information as time progresses. Okay. All right. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.